I can tell this story now. Y'all people been liking the Rick Rude stories. Y'all know I cuss a lot. I cuss a lot 24/7, and unless kids are around, and that's time when you put the filter on and you stop cussing. One time we were driving down the road, and Rick, god dang, he liked to smoke some dope. I don't give a flying shit about dope. I was a drinker, and Rick was a man's man, and everybody liked and respected Rick Rude. I loved talking business with him. Some of the conversations we would have in those cars going to and from the town when Rick started breaking down psychology and booking a territory and pitting this guy versus that and talking about getting heat, getting over, all the stuff that used to come from his mouth. It reminded me of the conversation I had with Scott Hall the other day, man, just a depth of knowledge. But one time, to go back to the story, we was riding down the road, and I think I was driving. I think Paul Lee was riding shotgun, and I think Rick was in the back seat. He might have been smoking a joint. I cannot remember. Anyway, I was up there motherfucking this and that, goddamn, fuck, goddamn, saying all the damn words that I say. I was on a tirade, and finally, Rick Rude, one of those macho guys in the history of the pro wrestling business, and Rick was kind of religious, and I believe in something, but I wouldn't say I'm particularly religious. I cuss a lot. My deal is, I guess, I believe in the golden rule. I believe treat people like you want to be treated is the bottom line of my beliefs, and try to do more good than bad. Now, that's a bullshit thing to say, but my biggest thing is treat people like you want to be treated, that golden rule type thing. But anyway, I guess Rick had obviously had a gut full of me saying goddamn and taking the Lord's name in vain. And every time I cuss, I don't mean to offend anybody that's a Christian. It's just something I say. And anyway, so I'm cussing along. Me and Paulie are talking, and finally, out of the back seat bellows Rick Rude. For fuck's sake, Steve, must you use the Lord's name in vain? Me and Paulie just looked at each other, and we started laughing our ass off. Goddamn Rick Rude back there smoking a fucking joint and yelling at me for saying goddamn. So anyway, I toned down the GDs a little bit to appease Rick Rude. He was the senior veteran in the car. I showed him the due respect and stopped taking the Lord's name in vain so many times, but he would just come up with some classics out of the blue at any time, anywhere. And it was always a Rick Rude original.